sky, skiddly-dee. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna hear the story, it's gonna be fun, 'cause hearing about Jesus is for everyone. So I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna shake my hands, I'm gonna shake my feet, I'm gonna shake my head, gonna groove to the beat, 'cause I gotta get the wiggles out of me.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Easter Eggstra event. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, hasn't it? I wonder how you're all getting on. Are you arguing a little bit with people? Are you really happy that you're at home and doing exciting things at home? I hope you're having a good time, whatever you're doing. Easter's a very special time, isn't it? I wonder who's going to have an Easter egg hunt. I think we will. I'm really looking forward to that. But before we think about Easter, I think I would like to start with singing some of our coffee stop songs, which I've been missing singing. So I know some of you might be a bit old for this, but we're going to do the actions anyway. Let's see how we get on with these two. Ready? So we're going to do some of our coffee stop songs, and I'm also going to tell you a story. I've got this Lion Storyteller Bible, which if some of you are at lower school, you might recognise because it's the Bible that the storytellers use for Open the Book. So I think it would be lovely to hear one of these stories every week after our singing time. So don't forget, 10:15 on a Thursday morning. It'd be lovely to see you there. Now, I wonder what we're going to do next. I know, I've got an idea. Come with me. here we are. I thought we could have a go at making an Easter garden to remind ourselves of the Easter story.
Hello.
Hi Katie, I'm making an Easter garden. Do you want to join me?
Oh yes, please.
Brilliant. Okay, well we'll start off with a base. I'm using a foil base here, but it can be anything really, an old tray, anything that you can find around the house. Now we want some soil in it
Okay.
to start the garden off.
About that much?
Yeah, spread it around so it goes over the whole of the bottom of the tray. I just got this out of the compost bucket at the bottom of the garden. Hope there aren't any creepy crawlers in it. That's lovely. Okay, so now we've got to start planting things. If you grab those two things over there, you can do all sorts of things for this. So these are actually bits that I've salvaged from last year's fusion project from the aquarium. So if you've still got your aquariums around, you might be able to use these. Or you could get some little flowers from the garden, sometimes little tiny plants, they might actually grow in here. Or perhaps you could plant some cress seeds or some grass seeds. So if you just stick them in and put them anywhere you want, mine are quite close to each other because we've got quite a few things to put in the garden. So see where you want them to go. Lovely. And then we're going to put the flower pot in. So that goes on its side. And then you can make a bit of a stone path. That's what it is. I haven't really made a path there, but a few stones in to make it look like a garden. I know I've seen some people make some really neat pathways throughout their garden, but I'm not that artistic, so I just put a few stones in just to try and make it look a bit prettier. Looking good.
Thanks.
And then, if you perhaps can find some moss in your garden or some grass, but I'm using this, it's a moss roll that I got from a craft shop a while ago and I had some left over. So I don't know how much there is left on there, but if you'd want to cut a piece off, I've put mine over the top of my flower pot. But you really could put it anywhere. You could put a piece in here or down there, whatever you want to do. Lovely, nearly there. So the next thing we're going to do is put a cross in. And we've got some crosses there, so you can make these out of anything. Some couple of lolly sticks or a couple of twigs in the garden, just wound round with wool. And to put it in, you'll probably need a bit of blue tack, I think, at the bottom to dig it into the soil. Otherwise it won't stand up. I tried this earlier on and my cross went all wonky. So yeah, a bit of blue tack for the bottom. That's plenty, because it'll get covered up by the soil anyway. Lovely. Just to hold the cross upright. Stick it in there. Brilliant. Okay, and now we've got to put a piece of white material in the flower pot. And then a stone. It doesn't cover the front, just leaning against it. That's lovely, Katie. All done.
Thanks.
Brilliant. Nearly as good as mine, I think.
Yeah. Well, so why does this remind you of Easter?
Well, it sort of tells the whole Easter story in one go, really. On Maundy Thursday, which is today, Jesus had a very special meal with his friends, his disciples. And he knew it was going to be the last meal he had with them before something very sad happened. And he tried to explain it to them, but they didn't really understand what was going on. He told them that he was going to be killed. And they were really cross about it and really upset. But he said, no, this has got to happen. It's all part of my Father's plan for putting things right between us and him. So after their special meal, they went out into a garden. And Jesus wanted to pray. He went off to pray and he left his disciples looking out for him. They weren't very good. They fell asleep a couple of times when he went off to pray. He knew he was facing something really difficult and he wanted to spend time with his Father God in heaven, just getting strength from him to face what was to come. And sure enough, later on, some soldiers came and arrested Jesus. So he was put on trial, and although he'd done nothing wrong, they decided they were going to kill him. And they took him out and they put him on a cross and killed him on a cross. And that's why we have the cross in the Easter garden. And his friends were so scared and they were so upset because they'd been with him for 3 years and he was such an amazing man, teaching and healing, and now he was gone. And they went away and they hid because they were scared. Now 3 days later, on the Sunday morning, some of the women went to the tomb because they wanted to put some special spices and perfume on Jesus' body. And they found that the tomb was there, but the stone had been rolled away. Now, they didn't know who had done that because it was a big, heavy stone. And this is why we have the stone not covering the pot completely. And inside were the grave clothes that Jesus had been wrapped in, but he wasn't there anymore because he'd come back to life. And that's why we have the Easter garden, just to remind us of these things. The fact that Jesus, he went to pray in a garden, then he was arrested and he was killed on a cross and he was buried in a tomb. But 3 days later, a miracle happened and the stone was rolled away and Jesus came back to life. So, that's our Easter garden, that's our Easter story. I like yours, Katie, looks good.
Oh, thank you. Yours looks great as well.
Brilliant, thank you very much. But I'm sure that someone out there can do one that's as nice or even better. So, what I would like is perhaps to see a picture of yours. If you get a chance to make an Easter garden and whoever's looking after you could take a picture of it and send it to me, that would be amazing. And if you do send me a picture, we might be able to show it on Sunday morning at our service. But it would be great if you could just see what you've got lying around the house, see what you can come up with your own Easter garden. Thanks, Katie.
Oh, thank you.
Shall we take them and pop them on our tables?
Amazing.
I wonder what it felt like to be one of Jesus' friends. Imagine how sad they would have been when he died. Oh, but imagine how happy they would have been when he came back to life. Oh, do you know, I wish we had a time machine so we could go back and see what it was like.
Hurry up, Mary, we're going to be late.
Late? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. How can we be late?
Well, it's Sunday already. Jesus died on Friday and we haven't had a chance to say goodbye properly yet. I've got some special oil I want to put on his body.
Oh no!
What?
Well, we didn't think about the huge stone, did we?
The stone?
Yes. Don't you remember? When they put Jesus in the tomb, they rolled a huge stone boulder across the entrance. We're never going to get in there.
Oh no. Oh, it's bad enough that they killed him when he'd done nothing wrong. And now we won't even get a chance to say goodbye properly to him.
Worst day ever.
Oh, I'm so sad.
So am I.
Wait! Look, we're here, but look at the stone. It's been rolled aside. We can get inside.
Oh, who's done that?
I don't know, but I've got a funny feeling about this.
Go on, Mary. Go in and have a look.
Me? All right then. Wait there.
Oh, go on,
Can you see
Mary.
anything?
Yes, is
It's
it really dark?
Are you okay?
Are you feeling all right?
He's gone! Someone must have stolen his body.
Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, we must tell the others.
Worst day ever.
Peter? John, come quick.
Come on,
Oh,
Peter.
you'll never guess
You'll
what
never
happened.
guess what happened.
Jesus,
Oh, no,
wait,
wait,
down
down
in
in
the
the
town at the
tomb.
tomb.
He's
Come on,
not
quick,
in
quick.
there.
He's
Someone
gone.
must have
What?
stolen the body.
The tomb's empty. Jesus' body is gone. Come on, John. We've got to go and look.
I'm coming too.
Out of my way, John. I'm coming through.
What can you see? Is
Yeah, come on, Peter.
What's
Is it?
going on?
What is it? What's happening?
What's going on?
It's true. He's not there. He's disappeared. Come on, let's go home. Worst day ever.
Oh dear.
Hello, why are you crying?
Hello. Are you the gardener? They've taken away my Lord, and I don't know where he is. If you know anything, please tell me. I'm so upset.
Mary?
Teacher? Is it really you? Are you really alive? I can't believe it.
Mary, I told you all this would happen. I've come back from the dead. Now, go and tell the others and I will see you all soon.
Quick! Everyone, come along. This is amazing. Jesus has come back to life. I've seen him.
What?
Hurry!
What?
You've
That's
seen
all the fun.
Jesus?
Yes.
He's
Alive?
alive? Really?
How do you know?
Friends! I'm back!
Yay!
Best day ever!
Dear me, what a journey. That was amazing, wasn't it? Jesus' friends had been so scared, and now they were so excited because Jesus had come back to life. And as Christians, we're still excited about that today because we believe Jesus came back to life and he's still alive today. And whatever things are going on in the world around us, he is with us and he wants us to get through it together. Now, I think it's about time to do some more craft, and we're going to make something that will perhaps remind us of what Jesus did. Come with me. Well, here we are again. But before we do our next craft, I've been thinking a little bit about Easter. We've thought a bit about what happened at Easter, but we haven't thought much about why. You see, when God first made the world, it was perfect, and he wanted us to look after it and look after each other and to love him. But we started to want to do things our own way. We became greedy and jealous, and we didn't want to look after each other and love each other. We wanted things to go our way. And all these things that we did that weren't nice, or thought or said that weren't right, they're called sins. And that's a strange word, isn't it? And I was thinking about that word and I thought perhaps it could mean sometimes I'm not sorry. Sometimes I'm not sorry, because we all know how that feels, don't we? Perhaps we say something nasty to our friend and we know we should say sorry, but sometimes we're just not sorry. I'm not sorry that I broke that toy. Sometimes I'm not sorry that I said that mean thing. Sometimes I'm not sorry that I didn't tidy my room when I was asked. And those sometimes I'm not sorrys can cause problems for us, can't they? Just think, if one of your friends said something mean to you and they weren't sorry, how did that make you feel? Sometimes it upsets us so much that we can't play with them anymore. Sometimes we can't even talk to them anymore. Sometimes we can't even see them anymore. That's what happens with those sometimes I'm not sorrys. And it's the same with God. Because we're not looking after each other and not loving each other and not loving him in the way he wants us to, those sometimes I'm not sorrys get in the way and they break apart the relationship we have with him. And that made him very, very sad, and he decided he wanted to do something about it. But it had to be a really big plan. We know, even if we are sorry sometimes, there are consequences that we have to pay. And if you think of all those sometimes I'm not sorrys that happened today, in 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 year, in one lifetime, God's plan had to be a really big one. And his idea was this. He sent his son Jesus to earth to take the consequences for all our sometimes I'm not sorrys. And that's why he had to die. That was the biggest punishment of all. And because he died, he made a bridge between us and God. So if we are sorry, we can cross over that bridge and have a new relationship with God again. But the most amazing thing is, Jesus didn't stay dead. And that is so important, because it means there is absolutely nothing in this world that we can't say sorry for. We can come to God with everything that we've done and say, I am sorry, Lord. Please forgive me and help me to have the right relationship with you. And that's why Easter is so special to us as Christians, because it means that we can be forgiven for all our sometimes I'm not sorries. And we can have that relationship with God, our Father in heaven, through what Jesus did. So I thought we could have a go at making this cross to remind us about God's love for us and what Jesus did for us. It's very simple. I took 4 strips of cardboard. I painted them. I don't know if you can see I painted them yellow, but you could paint them any colour if you want. Stuck them together in a rectangle, and then I wrapped some wool round and round and round to make that bit of the cross. And when I'd got enough there that I was happy with, cut it and stuck it at the back, then wrapped more round the side so that we've got the cross shape in the middle. Tied it together with a bit of wool across the diagonals. I thought I'd stick a button on there and some stickers round the edge. You might want to paint it a bit more, or you might have different stickers to put on, or you might want to draw some nice designs. And then I thought I'm going to hang mine up, so I just stuck a bit of ribbon on to hang up. And I'm going to hang that up over Easter, just to remind me what Easter is all about. I hope you enjoy making that again. If you do make it and you take a picture, it would be lovely if we could show it on Sunday morning. Right, so I wanted us to play a game, which isn't the easiest thing to do when we can't see each other, but I thought we could have a bit of a scavenger hunt. And I thought it would be really great if you could collect together some things and take a picture and send me the picture, and there will be a prize for everybody who takes part. So these are the things I want you to collect, and they're all to do with the Easter story that we've been thinking about this morning. So the first one, I want you to find something that you wear on your heads, shoulders, knees, toes, eyes, ears, mouth or nose. See what you can find. Now, we also sang The Wheels on the Bus. So I want you to find something with wheels. Now in our story, we heard that Jesus went to pray in the garden. So I'd like you to find something from your garden that you could show us. Jesus died on a wooden cross. So see if you can find something wooden. Doesn't matter what it is, anything that's made of wood. Jesus' friends wanted to put some perfumed oil on his body. So I want you to find something that you think smells nice. Now the heavy gravestone has been rolled away. See if you can find something really heavy. Jesus was alive again. See if you can find something that's alive. And finally, everyone was so happy. So find something that makes you happy. So that's the ideas for the scavenger hunt. If you could collect them all together, take a picture and send it to me. And if you haven't got it all written down, don't worry, because I'll leave a list on the website for you to look at. Now I'm going to hand over to Lauren and Tim, who've got an amazing song for us about how great God's love is. Bye.
sing together God Who Made the Universe. Tim's going to play guitar and I'm going to do the actions. So everyone on your feet, we're going to do the actions together. Parents, you can join in too, don't be shy. Let's go.
So now you're going to repeat after me, okay? You ready? God's love is big.
Big.
God's love is great.
Great.
God's love is fab.
Fab.
God's love is strong.
Strong.
God's love is big.
Big.
God's love is great.
Great.
God's love is fab.
Fab.
God's love is strong.
Strong.
Be quicker. God's love is big.
Great.
God's love is big, God's love is great, God's love is fab, and He's my big. God's love surrounds me every day, and I love to sing and sing. God's love is big, God's love is strong, God's love goes on and on and on. God's love surrounds me every day, and I love to sing and sing. God loves me.
Well, that's it. Thank you for joining us for our Easter Extra. I hope you have an amazing Easter with hot cross buns and Easter eggs. And I also hope you manage to have some time thinking about what it really means. Now, I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want it to be your prayer, you can say Amen at the end. Dear Lord Jesus, we thank you for Easter, a time when we can think about the amazing thing you did for us. Help us to remember how much you really love us and to think about how much we need you in our lives. Amen. Bye.
Skiddly sky, skiddly doo. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna hear the story, it's gonna be fun, cause hearing about Jesus is for everyone. So I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I wanna shake my hands, I'm gonna shake my feet, I'm gonna shake my head, gonna groove to the beat, cause I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.